That's in a least national and say dear. Any JB brain and a baby fee because you pay football no. You bet Martin if you matches ni be bree. Me shall say the free in Premier League ne shall say no. Liverpool Eshe 4, Bournemouth Eshe 2. Nipa dodoɔ na enra e predicate say upe team obe winia. Na ye Liverpool boboku no. Because Liverpool etne fie. Liverpool ebony first game no e be very difficult say Liverpool first game or etne fie lose. So majority e predicate say Liverpool boboku no and be winning game no. And Liverpool for a winning game na e expected some na be winning. Ken me hwe nyoma bebre wo game nim me hu nyoma bebre ekọ so de edi kan eye Ghana ni abrante Antoine Semenyo Ken Antoine Semenyo mani age hawa abrante no egro and o develop e wo ni football career nim so wa check Antoine Semenyo a it seems as every season bia no unsa abrante no e develop unsa abrante no performance no e kosoro last season e wo Premier League nim Antoine Semenyo eshe 11 goals and the ma bomb boboku no. The entire season or say 13 goals. Na Antoine Semenyo and Justin Kluivert and a top scorer and a top scorers at the ma bomb boboku no. Yaba new season, the first game was 2 goals. Venue now kwose goal to no enye easy. Ken nipa dodo sign a bit Marco Anfield akwa 2 goals. The last time you say a player akwa Anfield akwa say 2 goals in the Premier League na ye 2022 na ye Trossard ye ka Premier League asema the last time a player akwa Anfield akwa say 2 goals no and you way back 2022 Trossard at the time I know see a kind of Brighton e fiti ho say ye bo Premier League na player bi akwa Anfield akwa say 2 or more goals no ye nya bi
o share the ball na o you goals kakra they goals there but one on the ball the work rate
yeah.
Se se oni sesama your krabo untwa na umfa na nto forma unchimenje
no kre
ase the mukra say you do kakra.
That's the reason why I make us say grow and we develop our football
and na nine no left and right no unhu the obo in general or the core right no na Konate enu so bebo and Sunday bar left
or the bar left
and into obo no to na eta Konate be 10 no Santa Fe form
no kre
o she go ye kaso bi a she
onim de ma ni je ne ho
we da sa George ya de ya bia
onim de ma manage no ho first half na Rachel yomo abuse no second half for be responding with 2 goals no de na catch mental toughness football adwin adwuma e ka ho the moment mentally onya tough no se bibi how adwin na bibi how e affect your performance enti enra racial abuse de buy no se ekoye obi a nke betima affect the performance by Antoine Semenyo massa had na affect the performance enti mentally when you say mental toughness no and every player betima abobo adu some pempenso no e was mentally we tough. So the first thing I mean Antoine Semenyo no how I say mentally why tough and when my Cronti Andoni Ariola omu coach ni mfa nsi form Andoni Ariola e catch na say or say Antoine Semenyo pay attention to details and otie instructions enti di ono Andoni Ariola catch Antoine Semenyo bia no otimi ye enti ye me de say o count Antoine Semenyo asem no kin the first thing you see from Antoine Semenyo the work rate hwe kwan of so use the physicality and the press and the money team Bournemouth hwe kwan of so track back e be supporting defense no hwe kwan Antoine Semenyo beating the Marcus obetimi move inside move outside no use the technical dribbling no e dey beating the opponent hwe kwan was our striking ability no on say Antoine Semenyo naturally or a right-footed player but me use sa left no and akwesi broni beka say or ambidextrous the 9 left and the 9 right ni nyina no etimi ye adwuma and hwe kwan of so ehye ni goals no
I think say the was here direct no and na na elders say din komo kakraba Mohammed Kudus na no me hu say Kudus fa ball bi o left onya Nuno Mendes but Nuno Mendes SND na chia ma Kudus and the ball ne ba na chi e be passe this boy say ofa ball no the ball ni di America na o de ba uze ne hu pa say Kudus run bebre to say the way to me to America na I just say Kudus bet me e be the next Mo Salah
sure
but say Kudus kwa na wasan o kwa na wakatin and when you direct and also the course
and apart from so the ball ne ko no Ken football you free be say ball security ni say ball ni kura what's how protect ball no enti Antoine Semenyo he ne second goal no oje ball ni from on one kasa half or deep ono ni in possession by in possession na Antoine Semenyo no one say lose ball no enti wetimi asa protect ball no at the time or sa in possession and ye kind of ball security se ball ni kura na on lose or ye direct or deba and hwe kwan of so e confuse Konate to form and even if the first goal no can you set time and ball neighbor no unim the Antoine Semenyo di kan ye o di kan scanning the environment o true me Kenya na Antoine Semenyo scanning and every good player time bia wasa utimi scanning na hu de e around you and to utimi scanning ye no e kan hu bi anema na accelerate ya utimi ko BT Van Dijk and Robertson or the ball ne twat ne no. And at the time I all through nyina no na or scanning the environment or scanning nyina no na or sa accelerate and no the BT omo. And Antoine Semenyo King, to be honest with you, how a brand na shase and ye hope say ebeko senya last season or 11 Premier League goals. Ya say new season I say was 2 goals and you most likely say the goals or the last season or be better this season. And at the current America and ye ken. The first season with Bournemouth of Premier League, we saw 1 goal. The second season, we say 8 goals for Premier League. The third season with Bournemouth was 11 goals and was 2 new season. And if you saw called Bournemouth Bobukono, every single season biano or increasing the number of goals. So many you hope say Antoine Semenyo or the form we are bit to make season. No, by Liverpool there, can to be honest. And when I make us send me the actual, match Liverpool pre-season. Omo community showed omo boy against Crystal Palace match omo. Say Liverpool for attack omo create enye problem o. Omo she goals enye problem. That's the reason why enra Liverpool for 4 goals omo say no omo nya 4 different players. So say yen attack yen create yen she goals enye problem for my Liverpool team no. By problem and na me work akran Liverpool o defend. Eno nim say no na Liverpool afini pa baako. No ma fe Ryan Gravenberch e wo bonim. And no be share Liverpool game ni bia no. Who say the midfielders no entimi am protect the back line. And nipa will protect the back line no Ryan Gravenberch and no ma fi no game nim. Soboslai ne McAllister entimi anya sa adwuma no. O pass akwa mu community shield game. In fin for entimi am protect your back line. Curtis Jones and Soboslai. Enti enra me hwe game na nam say they believe Liverpool for Ryan Gravenberch e wo game nim. Enti adie baako was a slot ni Liverpool for working on how I say omuja spaces e wo match ho no enti from pre-season no eba community shield and enra game no check the kind of goals a Liverpool for no e concede collective play na Liverpool enye the any sasoro play no o meant me enya the best out of the team. But to be honest, the most important thing na Liverpool here no at the end of the 90 minutes the Liverpool should can say obenya 3 points ni season no afini asha here gradually Liverpool for ebe pick it up. World champions Chelsea ebo Crystal Palace say the Chelsea omo na world champions untimi njim fan free omo nsem enti we are seeing na world champions
nje na me bisa said your makotro fatu so mame your makotro go Stamford Bridge ono ombe papa na say be wo for 4 years
I say wo hosa for 4 years no
sir
aye
the makotro go ono
aye wo hosa for 4
ntomo papa kura
debi na say Barcelona we feel last season this season one abi chire say wo omo room one omo the league Champions League na Copa del Rey so person mo gini nyina. Enti we de o ma de.
Enti dan ne ho na ya tro world champions.
Omo ye world champions.
Okay.
Omo na trophy ni wo omo ho. Enti Chelsea world champions e ba bebo against Crystal Palace. Ken onim say Crystal Palace under Oliver Glasner. Papa na transform Crystal Palace team no. Meje to mu say Chelsea wo suru bebre esen Crystal Palace team no. Nemum Crystal Palace manager na your friend say Oliver Glasner no. Everything he say obefa Crystal Palace bobuku no. Obi bia bit ma testify to the fact say papa na say Crystal Palace bobuku no. Most especially say Crystal Palace e baba be share top clubs na. Eya na Crystal Palace e ha adwen payi. Crystal Palace any Oliver Glasner na nka se nim say omu ko share top teams so omu kura top individual qualities a. Omu ntimi ni omu mbie mu mbobo ne saa. Enti adia ya na Crystal Palace ni yese omu kosia top clubs na omu try to exploit opponent ni weakness. Enti Crystal Palace kosia team kesiye bi adi Oliver Glasner ni team ni yese omu betena se omo be fa Chelsea bobuku no on be analyze Chelsea team no ehin na Chelsea tosini ehin ye betima exploit Chelsea weakness no na yetimi a convert sa weakness no na baba ya advantage e dia maye enti omo exploit Chelsea weakness and on be exploit. So the only thing on be any say omo be sit deep e wo mechiri ho no mesuma fidie se omo tete Chelsea no ma protect space any omo box no se Chelsea entimi nya akonya enwura box ni mbebri enti se wa check omo team na eya obo number 6 mienu na wa number 10 ni susu mienu because 10 ya no pesa 6 mienu no any 10 mienu ne se omo protect box no apart from any defensive line no be use no na omo je ball ne pe onim se o webereche eze o sa and o mateta eye players are omo very direct compose skillful technical ability no osoro no me use counter no e de be too enti time ya Oliver Glasner ne Crystal Palace ekohia team kese bia na omusu mafidie no ma exploit weakness no typical example a recent game omo boy against Liverpool team no omo try to exploit Liverpool for weakness and no ana Crystal Palace and be try some de be Chelsea na mumkin no kraye ba akope say Chelsea team no omo nsuro team bia se team e grow in confidence na omunya self believer omo nsuro team bia say Chelsea bobuku na nkasa no wo de hwe Chelsea supporters confidence na ba because of the kind of performance at Chelsea dey mount because of the kind of success at ever Chelsea recently and to make growing confidence et say nipa bi a oti wiase se wonya akukuduro na wonya gidie se obetima ye bibia unsuro and na say Chelsea akwa konya se wo self confidence and believe ni free ho check the form at Chelsea players nenya hwe say hwe Joao Pedro form hwe Pedro Neto form hwe Caicedo Enzo Fernandez Kukureya Kopama majority of Chelsea players no enya sa form na say what Chelsea team no enti so mu kosi agopama ne so na tactics ne collective play ni pokura ankosora unim so wo individual players a obetima sesa nyomade ama Chelsea team no but the most important thing say offer Enzo Maresca gradually Chelsea players no ten system na say Chelsea players no bo according to instructions of papa friend Enzo Maresca na ken offer Enzo Maresca ne principal tactics ye adwuma ana ne differential tactics ye adwuma me kyerema se coach bia ne team bia kobo game a owo ne tactics a o ma practice owo system o ma practice wo training grounds a ana o mo di ko wura game nim ene ye friend principal tactics ene kwan amafa so ahyehye mu team no enti ye nyambo game no de ma practice ni nyina no ana ye principal tactics no enti so offer Enzo Maresca ne Chelsea sesi a o mu si akan a the first thing abehun ye se Pedro Neto operate from the right side. Jimmy Gettins say operate from the left side. Now Kopama say oye behind Joao Pedro. Adi a Chelsea be ye say obema Kukureya na obo as a left back no. Aba beka Brante friend say Caicedo ho. Na a free Enzo Fernandez say obetimi move akọ nanim. Na wakoda ne the offensive pivot of Chelsea club no in terms of the attacking phase. Enti anytime be a Chelsea be attack bia no onya numbers na ama Kopama ho ato no. So currently ukosia Enzo Maresca ne Chelsea o attack ya or Gatins or Hobby or Pedro Neto or Kopama or Enzo Fernandez or Malo Gusto on so ebe overlapping and or Pedro Neto enti Chelsea enya numbers e wo position half Chelsea team creative from the left or creative from the right centrally or Kopama ne Enzo Fernandez or this side and bit mama say Chelsea team exploiting spaces at drag opponent enti Chelsea principal attack tactics ne koso enti so check Chelsea recently omo no who said the coach na catch rom no otimi ye and as a game na koso na emu ye den de ma Chelsea ne Enzo Maresca otimi sesa ne nsa no eno and your friend differential tactics and only a time a yebo game no coach na sesa ne nsa no and the reason why I say Chelsea differential tactics ne ko ye ne say coach ne tu nani wo bench or options enti anytime bia no onim say Dilap ebema obetima be man go onim say Rhys James ebema obetima ba be man de ope onim say Estival obema obetima be yes ade enti say currently ken Chelsea team na wo say no principal tactics ye adwuma and a differential tactics ye adwuma ukosia Chelsea edene Crystal Palace top side omo ye stubborn side the here ne say Chelsea defensively omo nye expose game back wa Mexico Chelsea say Chelsea no advantage say obetima win this game no me expect more from Chelsea this season because of the kind of confidence that Chelsea for grow and the performance of de maye Manchester United ebo Arsenal first game match with the anweshi now battles never do so the first battle a nipa dodo na ba akɔhwɛ no in case two coaches ne select omo new strikers omo sign ye se Ruben Amorim ebe select Benjamin Sesko na Ateta a select Abrante Fen say yo Karesa sa two players no obi ekwa akɔhwɛ omo because na two clubs ni obi apesa nkofo no ana sa two clubs no obi ehia a number 9 a center forward a player obema omo that boss presence until the battle between Sesko and Yo Kares no ye ba akɔhwɛ then the battle in the midfield ye ba akɔhwɛ because say Manchester United under Ruben Amorim e use the square midfield ni say obo Casemiro ni Bruno na omani mpen wa bokunya ene mboamu enti 4 players won finfio na ma form that square shape oko Arsenal so a Arteta e use the triangular shape in the midfield Martin Odegaard Declan Rice and Zubimendi enti sa midfield no e battle ba ko obi aba akɔhwɛ by Ken enra press conference na Amorim ye no Amorim say oye honest e dey catch the beginning Manchester United fans ni nyina na o say teams ni bi wo manim e say Manchester because sa teams no oma bo mo ho ache coach ni wo ho omo ni nsa no adwuma wo ho Manchester afi na omo hyehye enura Ruben Amorim aneka asasem no ni nyina na ye say Ruben Amorim nim say currently what the Manchester see now the Arsenal see ho in terms of teamwork collective play tactical signature Arsenal for no was say Manchester United bubuku no so ye ka collective play na Arsenal for no be kosoro as a Manchester United in this case say Manchester United betima ye bibi o game ni ma who expect individual brilliance individual performance for Manchester United team no say who kwa kosia Arsenal Manchester United biggest problem pa o manya previous season nyina no how without the ball almost structure ne beye say Manchester in craba almost structure ne te sen omo betima contain pressure omo betima limit opponents no omo betima use principles aye defend na and Manchester United for how enti Manchester United okwa akohia Arsenal no unim say Arsenal ne bebo ball no obeje ball no onim omo ho Luis Kelly na obo as left back no anytime bia no Luis Kelly ne eya na yema ni invert obaba be ka Zubimendi ho say Zubimendi na baba be pate e wo Arsenal boboku nim on the direct play so the moment Luis Kelly ebe move aba inside no ana obehu Declan Rice say obe join the attack Declan Rice e join the attack o move come more of the left side no akoka Martinelli ho na Martin Odegaard so akọ right side akọ Bukayo Saka ho enti Arsenal for attack bia na omo pese omunya eye attacking size nya no omunya balance so how are Manchester United for be stop Arsenal no and ye key say omo be try say omo be feed Yo Kares Ken second o the Yo Kares the be mamia Yo Kares the last 2 seasons follow this very well 2 seasons odi wo Portugal league no o say 68 goals 68 goals na Yo Kares say no ordinity e she 2 e wo league ni mo Portugal ordinary 9 penkum ni say 9 and ordinary 9 ni fa ni e she 57 so 68 league goals o say no Portugal no emu 4 pe and e outside the box emu 64 e inside the box dey na catch roll say player she 68 goals na emu 4 pe e outside the box na emu 64 ye inside the box a e kire say o ye sa players a o se goals do wa box nim and to betima ka say o ye fox in the box
Obama ye say Harry Maguire e yire no box nim
say me cry the coming
because so the work can chase any tea on shada anye good wo he because so show over 68 goals na 2 penalty
and you need
2 na headers are not just any tea nye
ni tea no fan
goal compared to Sesko the
good
the tea nti wo ye player boss num na wo ye na adwuma
good so a crime be fan out be fast so stop no to me yes stop supplies no omo me the supplies ne beba no and was stop you and in this case one me the supplies ne ba come Yo Kares for box nim eye Martinelli bi eye Bukayo Saka eye Declan Rice eye Martin Odegaard mo omo ne supplies so baby Manchester United there was some focus kono eye how one best stop supplies no so Manchester bet me win game na eye how Manchester United without the ball on bet me defend say attack the again Patrick Dogo on the left side obetima with that excellent performance Ama Diallo on the right side obetima perform very well ubenya Bruno Fernandes from the deep midfield area obe connected the forward line department Bruno Fernandes ebe create obetima sa she goals say ukonya kunya na unya mbwemu on any day omutimi e perform very well omu ye capable so obetima ha any team defenders ana ukonya Benjamin Sesko obeka se Premier League no afi na oba be try bi afi na oba be chere ne bobre by Benjamin Sesko susu enya ne dia Unim say or sa explosive pace no ewiem te say de na wo ka no oye very good and off the ball movement obetima boa enti attack de yen creating yen she goals menya sure say Manchester United bo problem but ye defend dia and e be issue dia Manchester United ken on paper de obeka say Arsenal for no slightly ahead of Manchester by recently Manchester and Arsenal games a tie ball over 1.5 two or more goals a tie PM or Arsenal and Manchester United games nim and as Manchester United in time nya de kra na e wo fie no e ya na Arsenal san do mo so sa enti game back wa I believe say goals no over 1.5 e beboa ma me nko wie wo Spain en fama La Liga na shase na defending champions Barcelona ball Mallorca ken La Liga na Barcelona na ye favorite so be La Liga Barcelona e favorite so be La Liga
na Real Madrid yempe
reason I make us an say se make say obi ye favorite and say automatically waje by our head of the competitors enti ne so ye favorite no Barcelona main competitor e wa La Liga e Real Madrid no afena Alonso abefa bobuku no gradually afena players na beti Alonso ase enti sa wo check Real Madrid wo FIFA Club World Cup na un se omo try at the for players na afena gradually omo ti coach na se. But in the case of Barcelona, Bibia she dada say krano omo side bi ka ho. Enti say o ka field ne so asem o ka ball na ye boni say ne dia. Barcelona ne be wo soro asem Real Madrid. Enti ye La Liga no. Can I believe say Barcelona for ne ye favorite so playing against Mallorca. No disrespect to Mallorca bobuku no. But Ken, minimum analysis obi be ya try me say Mallorca e favorite was a game we mu. Barcelona. Mallorca for no ebe try say omo betina omachi. Se omo city dipa omo ntimi mbiem ne Barcelona mbo omo ntimi mpossess sen Barcelona bo omo tina echire na omo city dipa na omo yusu counter ede omo yusu Pablo Torre ana Asano second bi omo na be try so be beat Barcelona for her line no be ye game back a enkonkoyefo enfama Barcelona first game opponent never try so be chere the bebre by King I see Barcelona say omo na ye favorite also mu wini ye betwe one Garcia Barca timia register no the Odeba Barcelona say Inigo Martinez anyhow and the partnership between Pau Kubasi then Araujo yebehwe Barcelona last season kaya na meni kwaku ni bigina na etaika sasen we say Barca ko share team a omubo low blocker eya na omobre enti me kwotwe kwan a say Barcelona ebeyi teams omubo low block na film e game ba kwa ken obeka kan Barca e favorite ana DFL Super Cup e Germany Stuttgart ana Bayern ebo adia ba kwa mehwe ni say last season na Bayern echire ho nyinu yenhye goals there omutimi hye enti say na omenya Jonathan Ta abeka upemekano ho no Bayern defensively omay improve na say omu improve wi eno so ye game so a over 2.5 e was a game ni
Bayern against Stuttgart Kwame Jela and every games because league na chance transfers no ye kakra bi si ho ye beto so free Edison bre na fa ye onsem ne bre
Kemira say na Stargo new edibia CEO and ne birthday ne birthday na ya adombo ahima enti mama wish akwada na happy birthday na mama sanchia awosi ewo dunkwa no fene monko kakra Ken me be ka Liverpool asam kakra na mewura other games no na Mamenka kekrebi about the Manchester United game. Let me start from there. Now ne kwame bonko mobi. Look, Yorkresh or a 6'2" or wapa. Now every time I watched him at Sporting Lisbon, I kept on saying, say, as a coach ni utilize the boy ni air boss. The crosses because Ruben Amorim the three back now bono or prefer say the right wing back should be a left-footed player. Into a right wing backer, Oji Bono you are cutting in instead of going on the byline to do crosses. Into at Sporting Lisbon, na Giovanni Quenda, akorana Chelsea afano no. About Manchester United. Amad Diallo. Sporting Lisbon used less of crosses. Ball no more direct. Ball where you Quenda cuts in, get the ball to the strikers. And until about Manchester United, on one casani pay, non cooperate Oli Watkins. No. Say, your brand is Sheshko. He needs to find ways of getting more crosses to him. What can I say pre-season? No, I know by for me any video be better say Arsenal are working on crosses. Me boy. Na Ben White's far ball. No coach na man ball no. No Dimika gidi no acquire cross. Arsenal were practicing crosses. And I'm saying, and there, Mikel Arteta wants to also use Gyökeres heights because born there that formula. Then like the 9 right, left eka. But a treno. Oswa. I was out to me use uti. Into maybe Arsenal want to also use that. And moreover, Arsenal crab problem. I'll talk about that. Last season, the dream maybe crosses na also do. Into training na Arsenal no. Victor Gyökeres. The first goal na there against Bilbao. Then you see. And then it's in this year goal. He scored this header goal against Bilbao. And see, me feel say it is one thing the coaches need to utilize because also Premiership, you know, a bedroom maybe no heights are very important. I was saying on the fair yema. What's me do with Tika? And see, look, announcing America say me against Manchester United. Me share your correction kwa. Me share how Arsenal will attack. Because Arsenal's major problem 2 seasons ago, Arsenal air transitions are born in Namfifi. Utimu say Martin Odegaard, he was very influential from getting the ball from midfield to the attackers. It is how proper number 10. Now Martin Odegaard at the mind because everything around Arsenal went through him. But last season, a prani buy, the form Sequoia, Arsenal resorted to doing cross and head. Inshallah, cross and head is king. It's the influence of Martin Odegaard every Arsenal team because Arsenal Jibola, they don't attack centrally. They get the ball to the wings, cross because your height. One crosses so soon now tackle Arsenal. Free kick bar, Arsenal can take advantage of. So last season, it was about set pieces and crosses. This season, I want that to change. Me who say Martin Odegaard form no sanswa back. Because any time will be an obey crosses because sometimes Arsenal will have to find ways to get the ball via their midfielders. Say Martin Zubimendi. Adia Bakwa Arsenal for criticizing about Thomas Partey. So almost Thomas Partey Jibola. Na bono or born sideways. Miniani no a pass ball they are on taking risk with passes. Arsenal feels to say Martin Zubimendi Emma more riskier passes on penisa. That is them. So I would want to see say work for number 6. Number 6 and more forward passes. Now Martin Odegaard who declare Rice or your box to boxer. There is no need getting the ball to the rings every time. I'm not saying say crosses in yet, and yet every time there was so yes sir. Now, Ken. Arsenal now saying since Lewis Kelly come ball 3-1. Most of the games Arsenal edge ball, no way transitions are. Their systems move from 4-3-3, not quite 3-2-5. Meaning says Kelly no ever come out and Odegaard won't fifi. This is where I think it's a game in a bed brutal. Because Sawasha Ruben and Morimwa say Amad Diallo no about right wing back. No time will be around Kunya. I'm not combining or right or too much. So Skelly, I have watched him several times. So pressure about the Subebria. Either he's committing a foul or he's making mistakes. So watch the preseason, crown one. I am looking at how is he going to do that because the more you move into the midfield to help Martin Zubimendi, so Arsenal lose baller. How quickly na Skelly because Amad Diallo almost every time he's lurking around that area. It is Amad Diallo and maintaining ball line. What meaning say Martin Skelly Louis Skelly won't find time of getting to the midfield. That will be a bit disadvantage, kakra. Because they're very important. Look, Commander I want to say, Ruben Amorim, he knows very well say, and I know Postecoglou on any English Premiership. Ye season no Postecoglou ehye no e wo Europa Cup. Ene Postecoglou onye coach Emma Tottenham Hotspur. Onu Ruben Amorim no Manchester United ama an opportunity asanso aka che say wo player wo pe ye beto de ama wo ene kunya wo ho imbuemo e wo ho as a coach no Manchester United say o man Tony mu akọ coach ne say me pe Ghana cho memo akọ nti everything is being done for you into season we starting well are very important
me pa chenye ni na o so pe Baliba nyamai
na say e ka say bibia ya o de nche say bibia so sa
o say no so na hia pa
say
Baliba de no ana won tede akoso no so wafa kuna wafa mbwemo ana wafa Sesko ana o si de hia pa ba na che say bia wie no
ni team no
Baliba
ni team no ni defensive midfielder na ye Motin Juma was Sports Lisbon ko fa number so almost so Manchester United depend. Here, see, Ken. Manchester United first 5 games in the English Premiership. Watch this. They are playing against Arsenal. Oyo beko away to Fulham. Oyo Fulham obebo Burnley easy. No abebo Manchester City away. No abo Chelsea efie. Into the first 5 games, he's playing against Arsenal, Manchester City, and Chelsea. First 5 games. Arsenal, City, Chelsea. It's starting well is very important because when starting here and then the pressure but team you know so. Say coach you know say we are going to see a better Manchester United team than what we watched last season. We are keen to watch again against any mere team against Arsenal and Mikel Arteta also knows the deal. It is going to be a very interesting game. Me expect say possibly a drawn game. Possibly a drawn game that me expect again. Me know did come about the Liverpool team. And I'm say last season what pe team na ekuta ball bebre. A create chances bebre. Na Liverpool. With Dominic Szoboszlai as a 10. Say Szoboszlai and a 1 in 10. Na coach no one time flowing vid because he felt to say Liverpool does not create our key areas be of you say flowing vets as a number 10 ebebwa. It is not a problem. But the problem I'm a catcher and run and say, yeah, Jibo need the free Liverpool same one. Let's be a counter attack against Liverpool. A what and a Liverpool problem. And I'm when this uncle. Say Liverpool gets in ball, our opponent's half. Any issue, any they be. But the problem is that without the ball, they have issue. Watch this. Ken, Liverpool are leading 2-0. Senior Mekacha say Liverpool have numbers at the opponent's half. No, Ken, we share television is super. More share TV. No, the number of Liverpool players you see, 7 Liverpool players, and outfoot players. In the same way, Bournemouth, you count 7 players. Liverpool they attack you. It's a 7v7 based on outfoot players. Park. What it means, they say, there are 3 players of Bournemouth or more Liverpool half. Till a 7v7 and a 7v7. Then there's a 3 players be aka because become an 10. Na goalkeeper. Inti Liverpool ne kuta ball. And na mo Salah a pass ball na dia ma Dominic Szoboszlai. Again, Szoboszlai problem ne say, wo de ni ko gina number 6 a Szoboszlai. Onim ball kuta. Ne dia ne say, ya gye ball ye nyina ye nko oye sa radical foni bi. So on say eniedin ball no onye sa refine kakra. Enye say oye bad player. Obi a won style. Obi a won profile. Rand Gravenberch protects the ball better. Gravenberch onye tsebeka number 6. But now you use to number 6. What you say? Ball ni kuta no on lose ball sa. He knows where obetimi a rescue ball. Onim baby a yan rescue ball. Baby a so much like yan rescue ball. Oje baller, you need to be very careful. You lose ball was high areas for. Inti obi onim number 6 ball pa no. Areas we say on for ball in the agro. Only baby on make the ball in the agro. That is the difference between playing Grafenberg as a number 6 and Shomuslai as a number 6. Inti can show. Yede ball name as Shomuslai. No, people are blaming other players. I mean, feel say sometimes and fair. We should look at where the ball came from. Because as at this stage, BBNCU, yede ball name as Shomuslai na ordinary 9 HA skill. Obia will lead it to a premiership. Se game ni be will lead it 2-0. Se game ni be 2-1 BBA to me say. And a shop was like in a 9 FH a skill. That was absolutely a bad decision from him. Coach in the crack can say so much like gave the ball and he's been doing that. What the number 6 and the style I don't know or check ball. It's like Gravenbeck will protect this ball easy. It's Shobos like Lucy Bourne and the body made Tyler Adams. So now watch this. Mommy the eagle angle near here. See, Shobos like Lucy Bourne about 3v3 and winning war. Antoine Samanyo already shasoro will position the way na Andy Robertson there o yamfia o bag game on the 60th minute be my lost kekes. 4 minutes inside the game. Who energy a chain. Antoine Samanyo because Samanyo have best system 4 minutes in the game. Now share the position. Inti already Bonnie Bedi Tyler Adams wono Andy Robertson the position you're wrong. Konate position you're wrong. Came back to one problem no. Inti Bon Lusu na already before Tyler be passable no 2 of Liverpool's 3 defenders at the back omu position you're wrong. So there was a pass from Tyler and then Tyler dema David Brooks and the ball negotiate. So the first problem in this situation was Dominic Szoboszlai as a 6 losing ball a key area. And inti a buyer now we position and my problem again is Andy Robertson he also so Timmy through me kai kofa ball. Well, second one Ken. We should go now. Semenyo na another problem. Yati boni di Liverpool same na wo attack wo ma omuntimi enye just like I have been saying. Now, me who say asamo ba na social media nti ne ekotwa baby ne blame am. I've seen Virgil van Dijk say all trendy. Oh, come on. See, Van Dijk minim boni or dia nipa bi ni bab. It looks like people intentionally decide this a for problem of Liverpool beyond question. But whether you like it or not, the last 5 years, he's been one of the best defenders ever. You can like him or not. He reads the game well. On your defender, that form be me feel say first goal not once a man no. Cause I saw a that for me he born, but on your defender or perform that. But sad game no. I want no me blame the kakra. But this one here, what we share television so Semenyo ne kuta ball. And Osha Virgil van Dijk, baby, or true Mika can answer born crown fan. If you watch this picture, one game in Libya, Obeka say, Van Dijk, what kind of nursery game football running away? Look, the reality is that a Konate and Van Dijk and Anna Sprint Yaku Van Dijk, say he's making sure Ivan Nelson ain't me. And running behind him and cover ball. But so watch this. See Van Dijk he's making sure or tackle Ivan Nelson. Now mommy the other one. Then you see Antoine Semenyo share the other angle. Into Konate so making sure Antoine Semenyo and so move ball and fan the direction. But nipa bon funti obecha Van Dijk the no kwana to say Van Dijk and the way jab ball is Antoine Semenyo and Koshe. Okay. The next issue Ken. Antoine Semenyo ne body kwame ene Ken ene ya ye wo fi ha nyina bigi ye de ho nkomo bebre na de bia no ye bo Semenyo ye bo Nyankopon asese ye nda Nyankopon asese Ken Semenyo yi sebi senka Nicholas Jackson eba bom ofa nka uja for that city championship inti nyame a oka Richard Hughes mu akoma amama Nicholas Jackson number bomb of no na aboa Semenyo because clearly akorano obi an left eka ne right on say ne nine mus word wo or smash obi otimide ne right a smash shot left a smash shorter Semenyo. Let's place it on proper record say wait if he had decided say nkobekwa enka okototenam no nka ebia nkoko ne man you anasa Liverpool because ono last season ton and the said Liverpool are very keen on him. Ruben and Amorim are very keen on signing this boy. But ono say on person be taking risk. Baby are you comfortable on person and it's not na bomb off. And then me no ka say Dango Watara oko Watara no nimbo bonchen we bako kra. The other players of Bomo, they've all left. Milos Kekes, Dinhausen, Zebanya. Players never brain now. Kon one decided so better. Now, what happened to him? And annoying kakra. Sa wheelchair baby, I say, be no disabled now. Liverpool, there were 263 seats for these people. Now, if you want to buy a ticket as a disabler, yeah, Joe Patrick, yeah, thorough investigation because we need to know, say Sebi, we are disabled and pa. Into getting every details of this man, easy. Now, one say Mpempi, say obi be abuse obi racially, ebiana we provoking because normally sanity say ebiana playing in park no sort of toto nensa. There are players who are naturally annoying on the pitch. But one, Semenyo is calm when provoking any member of the Liverpool team or park and also. See, I wonder what triggered this because one bomb of so many Liverpool and your rivals. No, because say what the bomb of one time there, sir. So unprovoked.
Opinion say o can ask him sisia. Asem besu UK one anya grow cry because of the position.
A hard dream.
But a hard dream.
It's all good. Her pussy for the Bayfan.
They were Semenyo say nya support we are now. Once the whole city entity. And now Otwaso eto ball no call
again.
Yeah. Throw ball no call. Inti time kakra no call referee no call ball man. But one say be a player for be an can reaction no or no can be service. I think so.
When him say how many say yes say in Facebook so go for say akwa is ade no.
Why?
Semenyo.
Say
omuko didi na omuko na first so sa ko didi na temsa
after say we
it's Facebook will investigate those you know say I don't know how but anyway let's move on back in last one I make a Liverpool game here ya start the Premiership before the Pachomati here VAR no as I say bomb of the red card senesi de nsako prebo if he hugu keteke I am wondering how on earth say omenhu sa incidents no how and many be what a too strange I will pardon the referee e bia wehu na va for no so well who go take he's playing very well me born about so 2 games in the flowing vet na akakakra na ken me pamocho Chelsea ni Palace die no hwe 2 coaches a ewo Englander omuni medwuma pa but team ne mmoa wo mo Andoni Areola bomb for coach no and Oliver Glasner Crystal Palace for coach no Sebi Oliver Glasner enye so person prove no ho wrong na oba Englander nkanye so oba Crystal Palace ko bia waji Europa na level no was low but opeso oye bibi kire se ampa oye good coach enya me na mebe kan insa no adwuma wa wo hwe Crystal Palace bia no budget nu so na no o hwe Manchester City o hwe Liverpool 2 trophies obey interview say o perplex their can team no because he want to compete impenyi o say 2 kwa omoto 2 players be fama no me no ka say player nkofo na to e bonus 3 million pen omoto from Ajax
but such as you careful Palace o mo hard
coach no o wa ben
yeah.
About 5 at the back. He's one teamer. About proper low block.
Well,
Maxine Slacro na ayana ojina 3 back ni fin no. on a fan if you Bundesliga now then buy ten. Na Magay age na the left side. Na Richie say na Paul Mitchell is one guy 1v1 situations or a dangerous in second. We have 2 games here. Liverpool, Manchester City. They sit deep. Obema waba ulusu baller. Na first points of targets Mateta. Ne height ninti. Mateta get the ball, not the ball not top for one. Then he invites a Bereche Eze and Ismail Assar into the game. In see the first point, if you want to break Crystal Palace, they say now a Liverpool coach say we shot Palace several times. It's difficult for him to break Crystal Palace defense down. And to say Liverpool cry to me go ne see Chelsea should point that to the place and say Kofono. Say no we see defensively omoye strong or no. Chelsea ever finding it difficult to find spaces. Now those chances say bebano quickly. So Chelsea now bought first goal, bare first 15 minutes. Crystal Palace will be pushed to open the game up.
Okay. Mateta.
World champions the accolades. That's you need to start the game well. I'm expecting because last season a year 1-1, and yes, assassin. Chelsea would have to start the season well. Palace is very stubborn, very, very stubborn side.
Crystal Palace.
But
Ghana for be crowd Palace. Say Jordan Ayew the call.
They will be in the
okay. You trust about us and we team come on a big bra. Barcelona team register Marcus Rashford.
Oh, fine.
Father Mammy, they say there once and I may stories and I may catch you say almost almost the never call. And to come you can be into a modern air corner. Omokwa say Ombekwa could do no be as we come na Omo register no. And there's only one gas here. And omo a register omo nti Marcus Rashford enso enie omo register no mo Gerald Martin yeso okupra nti ono ene game no ya out say central defenders no grebi ni ho Gerald Martin in the ono ya out nti mo game ni bi na mo ya Barca fana Wangasia ene Rashford ene omo nyina ya register omo ombebo game bi na bia so ya kama big boko there na dia me ma wakwa ba ye others raje we si wa yi yenu na na celebrate ni wo once na say ba akoko ye si uma na mbu
yeah
say there celebrations there say ko nya de mama big say kwa ngo for to celebrate kura amentiasi say pitch na so shegwa na wagina wa na wa ye abrante wa shegwa kama wow, come pa. Whatever. Come. No, no. What the two Samra?
Me sure say the referee no. Well.
I'm now we wanted to Nippon Stadium Nippon Omo we are say chom.
They became mostly be home we walk grounds of supporters in the hard ring. Yes, inti minim say so obekaya yebo Afcon wo Cote d'Ivoire no na ye was stadium ni bi wo hono ma sada na o ma ye no
I'm not the whole
yes the supporter don't me huri ma
all man supporters they can say wasa baby a wo keka ba no ehu asa ka obi ni na mo
kimbo no to da go ba na wani gia I always say nipa 22 gina park so bobo na se me nko ameti mi shego a especially a go e dey win e ba I have an excitement in it different. The end of Fasania money in Adeba. Can my mention as him from free Spain? Barcelona bought Mallorca. Now, we are Barcelona supporter unless the unforeseen happens. The Dinepins will be nominated because Barcelona performance was Spanish La Liga anymore. We last season the kind of performance Barca done in the Tunchaya. Can for the past 16 years, you started Spanish La Liga, Emma Barcelona, and Lucy Open Day, see one pair. They've only lost one. It was in 2019. And Bilbao will change Barcelona no share on open day of the Spanish La Liga. But aside, for the past 16 years, the Barcelona losing the match on open day. It is a Barca boy game. It will open day against a club like Mallorca. And found Barcelona away. Not Barca performance over Mallorca and so was raw. We are supporter also did now dakin. The last 18 games of Barcelona share Mallorca mabo. Emubienu Mallorca winning. The last 18 matches. Omo ye winless against Barcelona bobo kono. Uye no ni free one man. Real Madrid any team washe Mallorca kese e wo league ni mu. After Real Madrid, Barcelona na wo washe Mallorca 42 times in the Spanish La Liga. These are all records are Barcelona bobo kono. No nti na make say unless the unforeseen happens. 3 points no I was say you must say Barcelona befa the last 40 games omumi no mabo team my friend say Barcelona win mu mako 29 the last 40 games between Barcelona and Mallorca Barcelona winning mako 29 it is a game for Barcelona but baby a problem one of Barca supporters ni GDA the central defensive pair and no more here Odi abre say Gerard Martin pra. Ye hwe pre-season no. Coach and a player and player and a coach and then a partner e wo mfimfi wonom. E person try no ba be share eye Inigo Martinez position Gerard Martin. Ono na all try to be using as a left center back. Coach na kind an interview. So ono ne preferred choice as a left center back. So obojoso so obonyoso. The kind of player coach ne pe e no de ne baba be hye ho. But ono ne nya available. Why na baba be bo? Omusha ade ni mu na ade ni yes Araujo so and the Barcelona supporters any sagidie no and story say Barca supporters ne complaining so omu feel say Araujo nya the right man for that position can omo come and to omoyem the Araujo we are talking about aye bi o Barcelona pen injuries any few setbacks the bar branch na brabuma e ma performance the kokoye bibi e honom at a point say Barca bo games dey more than Barca bo games now especially on the laterals wings honom omo hia winger bi o ye dangerous Araujo na nom di ni ko gina sa position no because of the kind of confidence anom wowom
say e didn't ma this boy has well respect for club no
Ken
Araujo because he do baby na we can Vinicius Junior
yes
Madrid ne Barca
classico
ono modi dano so baby
but stop Vini
Inigo Martinez ko gidie bi anim
ho it is because of
decided say even Gerard Martin and no prayer and come to my body park basi
nko be the preferred choice but the woman say ken untimi blame coach no untimi blame supporters no more criticize Araujo no supporter bia ehwe ni player performance answer waka no asema waka adenti na yo team ba komu no be a darling boy no be ho no baba be body supporters ni mu gidie it is because of the poor performances and until na make us say Araujo na ye di ne ho nkomo no ken why ye be pen wo Barcelona bobo ko nim but me ni umienu nim say player the injuries ba wa kwam bebrebe a eto the setbacks bi ba wo football mu enti dia kan say it is left with the player to prove everybody wrong omo ni gidie wo player ni mu no se player ni your opportunity no gina Messi akan ma Barcelona bobo na omo hu he should give them a performance a coach le kwampo kombe do so be use ono ne Paul Kubasi na wa forget Gerard Martin and it is up to Araujo on send this signal and informal supporters no say he still has that kind of quality out the be Barca ken Liverpool bobo no there were a few observations. Liverpool has the quality and a very big task because last year didn't come on has ye be so be as why they bet me the English Premier League. Everybody talked about Liverpool. Obiari Liverpool so they bet me the Premier League because our performance now Liverpool died in the last season. And the quality additions Liverpool bobo kuna ye Eddie Ababe can squad in coming into this season na be dey so be bo bidin now the Liverpool bobo kuna. But so what say man in area ken the last time a Liverpool G League essentially defend here in the 80s.
Omo G League no ntimi defend.
Omo ntimi defend
Liverpool.
Yes. Oji 82, Oji 83, and Oji 84, Oji twaso miensa. If you want to ban, you started the Premier League era. Liverpool so Obeji League twaso na a problem. Even to win the league was a problem. And Obeji 2019 and the Jurgen Klopp 2019-2020. Ken Owie no. Afei no wasan so ababa bejibium. It is all a very big task. Say Premier League in day mouse Obeji defender. You don't have to joke when you get the opportunity. I am using the word joke because Liverpool defense and Emra ekaka crabbing can let team down. Van Dijk or quality, Kunate or quality. Omumi Elu partnership has been one of the best. But Emra can any team be an beba. No benya these two goals. Amanaya at par. No be say at snase. So baba be she BM the account. Liverpool making sure some merits are the number working on that. I was happy for Federico Chiesa. One player. Quality and kita no different talents here and move na was ropa but oba England adaptation be a problem the man
nyepra
ka ho and minim say language barrier and so ka ho there because so be kaya the country American language asem no time a omobo EFL Cup final against Newcastle and you go no be say ya questionable no time omo gi goal ni two mu no wante de obi e ka ho no try my supporters na di omani ansa no no so agye nani bi eti ohun say supporters dey celebrate no e no no so chat ye to agye nani eti e bia na language so a problem e dey ma brante no but anytime he gets the opportunity so you fit nko ade a o che bibi kakra ma hu say he still has that kind of quality or the beboa and no the most important thing in the game oba mu ba be ye bi the Liverpool go boboko no getting a goal especially when we lose obi to say Luis Diaz now be you see players like this almost run they are backups no be mouth this kind of performance it is good for the player mami mbo eketika abaso ken and sema ye kafa na ho
striker.
Yes. And the debut game in the English Premier League, getting a goal and then assisting for a club like Liverpool, or Anfield alone, the atmosphere in Kwano, actually the kind of player he is. But when you say we are the Akanesa over to us or the free honum, man and relent. And then one person was Abasobo Parkin, Andoni Ariola. Olusi game no, no cray. But already pa 5 a bobbin of Boboku Nechironum from last season. Oma to move 4. I am talking about Nipa 5 because goalkeeper count. Kepa ko. Zabani ko PSG. Din house in a Real Madrid. Milos Kerkes ko Liverpool. Eti players 9. E won nechiri hono no. Omu nyina ko.
Oma to omu nyina.
But ohwe ball no ball ne nra what chira say yes. I thought that person who here, but on also the quality count a benefit of air ball no more bono. It's in clearly who was such a coach. There was all yenese over buano with the kind of quality obey here. No, of course, why Jumana the amount. The man deserves some kind of praise because a Jumana or yeah rano. Ne was through, even though he lost, but he gave a very good performance and a good account of himself. Ken say, oh yeah, Chelsea. Now, both teams to say Crystal Palace. I was all careful. Make us was all careful because so a Crystal Palace Bobokuno against Manchester City a UEFA Cup final. Now her Crystal Palace last game on Liverpool boy last season on ball draw. Any community showed game on Liverpool boy and what as I said can be the channel send the signal be now. Make can wait because they play the 3-back system. Laterals and anytime there is pressure on Baba joining defense no. And we have 5 defenders. Defensive midfielder beba join it. Either Hughes and Adam Wharton beba count. It will be as much as 6 defenders whenever there is pressure. So it will be here amount for me creative. Bet open spaces at the amount. No what me from the results are open. Chelsea plays attacking football. They play possessive football. And no both teams almost sit deep a defend it. It is a copa mamo. Omo na Chelsea game libe jina almost. Also working magic. William Estivayo, those players who have been the creative spark for Chelsea. Some games at the Chelsea. Open spaces with their performances. Say yes, when we are creators, some for na Chelsea here. That is why I'm mentioning Kopama. Because say team no a defender. Ubenya memo mbetimi draw players to them. Now creative spaces. Now other players juma. People like João Pedro should bring their A game to the table. It is going to be a very difficult game. But Chelsea now who Club World Cup mu. Chelsea are pre-season mu. Any ball at Chelsea abono. A slim win. Ebe call the Chelsea. Any easy. But me future Chelsea be here say so ye bia. No they are for the 3 maximum points. Ken Rico Lewis. A highly possible to be joining Nottingham Forest.
City Janokwe.
But Pep Guardiola are careful.
About him.
On careful because we talked about the right back position. Say Matheus Nunes Nankasana Obono. He's a midfielder and we are converting into that role. Yeah, who coaches or more converting players more mobile. No cray. Matheus Nunes performance and your bad cry as a right back. But now you move with you say level next standard now certain players have about the right back at the corner. And City being a top club, it being here very good right back no about the show.
But still I saw Akanji.
Ken the
Akanji Nunes these are big players. Nti Rico Lewis omo kakra say ana.
And you're bad. But you needed a right back. Fabi. Do I backup our right back and so manako. Nti the me make the akwa say he needs a proper right back.
Okay.
So Rico Lewis is quite any problem because they are selling him for around 30 million. So 30 million now for Rico Lewis and a very good money. But that position is a positioner. Players now are born with the ninja and can Obian one more right back. It's a kanji na ye kind of wasem no betimi aba be makeshift. You just cover Guardiola last season or a makeshift left back. Emma Manchester City bobo ko no boy e bone ye. But Pep Guardiola who say em fa on the ball or boy no obey yani in the natural position. E ko fa IT no re na ba. It's Matheus Nunes ball now all bono. The oil he's doing very well. But Rico Lewis e kwa ube here right back in the natural position. No betimi ababa feel in no boss our position no. What if someone be use someone as makeshift? I can't you know and to me a more good performance in that position. The coach and fana drain call because Guardiola na yenim no. Yenim say season no. Se baako anko year following season ono ne bounce back babe hat teams na aka ne wo mu.
This is no betimi.
Eh possible. And into the also fill other positions count. What total replacement quality for every player that has left.
Okay.
He needs a backup for the striking department. Non-pair right back.
Biggie.
And can it?
Eddie. And so, and no, and Chairman, I'm more power bedroom. Come all the stories in Eba. Near me, of course, Ghana in Premier League. And you're dealing in Answer Bremo says, you're able to for we and to and booking course. A channel so.